Well, hello there sweet people, welcome to the Sweet K channel. My name is Katarina and today's video is gonna be me talking about my experience with colposcopy and colposcopy biopsy or cervix biopsy. So if you wanna hear my story, if you are somebody who was invited for this examination and you want to know what to expect, or if you are just curious, then stay watching and I will tell you everything about it. I filmed a video a few weeks ago where I was talking about pap test and a smear test, and I mentioned that I have no idea what are the future steps if your results are bad. Now, unfortunately, I do know that after I had my smear test done in December, I received a letter from NHS or from hospital or whenever they are testing it that I was HPV positive, and also I have changes in my cells. They call them high-grade cells, and I think they are more likely to be changed into the cancerous cells. I think that's how I understand it, that they are not a cancer, but they potentially can change into the cancer. That's why they arranged the appointment in a hospital for colposcopy to check my cervix closely and to see the cells themselves in the real life. How do they change and how do they look like? I did receive the letter with the results and the appointment letter in the very same day, and also appointment was just 1 week from when I received it, which kind of spooked me out a little bit. The moment when I received the letter and I read it, I started shaking. I was very scared and very surprised. I did not expect that. I can imagine nobody does expect letter like this to came through your post and to tell you information like that. I was really scared and I didn't know how to process or how to work with this information at all. I don't know, I was just spooked out. If you went through it, you know how does it feel. It's not a nice feeling because your mind goes to the places which you don't want it to go, because that's very scary, and you think about everything what can go wrong and everything bad what can happen and everything what you will probably have to go through it if it will happen. Then also I started thinking bit more positively, and I started thinking that it's good that I'm actually doing my smear test regularly, and I probably caught it on an early stage because I never missed my appointment. And this is why I will tell again every and each and one of you ladies out there watching this video, please go and have your smear test done, because it can eventually save your life. And I think this is what possibly saved my life. I didn't really talk to anyone about it. I only said it to my partner, but I didn't talk to anybody else because I didn't want to bother anyone, and I didn't want to anyone feel sorry for me or to feel bad for me, because I know that we all go through different problems and different things in our lives, and I didn't want to share my heavy problem with somebody else because I just didn't feel like it, which thinking back I probably should have, because it would make me feel better, and I'm pretty sure people who are close to me in my life wouldn't really mind. But eventually I did tell my sister, but that was basically it, and I didn't share this information with anyone, and now I'm sharing it with you, so you are very welcome. The appointment day, when it came, I was very nervous, but my partner came with me, and I'm very glad for that he did. And I would recommend you, if you are going to have your colposcopy done, take somebody with you who can make you smile, who can make you laugh, and who can make the situation slightly easier, because you are overthinking it, as everybody probably does, and you feel mixed emotions, and at least that's what I felt, and I didn't know what to do with myself. And having somebody there with me was really helping me to go through it. He didn't come with me to the actual examination room, but it's just knowing that he is sitting in a waiting room for me, and then I have some Safety out there made a lot of difference. I'm really sorry about my voice, but I am having a cold, so I'm going through flu or cold or something like this, and my voice is slightly disappearing. So it might be a very interesting video. The doctor was really nice, but she was very doctorish. I mean, she is dealing with the people every day and she knows all the terms and information, and I don't think she was that more empathetic. First thing what she said to me was that it's not a cancer, and second thing what she said was that if my cells on my cervix were changed in a high scale, or there was a lot of cells, I will have to go under general anesthetic and have it done like that, which spooked me and scared me even more. And the rest of the actual chat which we had, I hardly remember, because this was all what I was thinking. I am really terrified that I will have to go someday under general anesthetic. I don't know why. I never experienced it, but it just feels and sounds very scary for me. But that was quite not very nice from her to say that. And as I said, she wasn't really empathetic, or she, don't know, it's really hard. I'm really thankful, and I know she's very knowledgeable, and then she knows what she's doing, but she's not the best in dealing with the patients. I mean, like putting forward the informations. So that wasn't really something what I was very happy about. After our chit chat, which I don't remember hardly anything which we were talking about, she sent me to changing room where I have to strip down the halfway from the waist down, and they gave me the hospital gown which you just wrap around yourself, but I could keep my top. And this is another suggestion which I can give you, is again the same as a pap smear test or pap test or smear test, or I called it pap smear test now. Wear something long. I was wearing a long jumper which was much more comfortable, so I wasn't walking around with my naked bottom, so that was really nice. I did go into the whole actual proper examination room where they have this special chair which was very high tech, and it was moving different directions. And in the room there was my doctor, then another doctor which I think it was training as a gynecologist, and then there was a nurse which was angel. She was so sweet and so nice, and she made the whole experience much more enjoyable, if I can say that, or much more bearable. She was really nice, and all the time she was trying to talk to me, ask different questions about my life, about what I like and stuff like that, just to take my mind away from the all things which were happening down in my body. And I am very, very thankful for that. And unfortunately I don't remember her name because I was stressed out, and I wish I would remember her name, because I would send her a thank you card and tell her that she is doing an amazing job. And it just made a lot of difference what she was doing and how she was talking to me and dealing with the whole situation. So thank you, nurse, which name I don't remember, I'm really sorry. The whole examination took, I think, about 20 minutes. I have no idea, because I didn't really pay attention, or I have no idea how much time did when. I have no idea. I would think about 20 minutes. They did the colposcopy where they need to apply, I think, vinegar and iodine onto your cervix to watch the cells, and that didn't feel like anything. You are just uncomfortable, the same as any examination of your private parts. After that, they were doing they decided to do a biopsy, so that whole process was not that complicated. It was a bit more uncomfortable for me because I have retroverted uterus, which means that my uterus faces different way as the normal uterus. I'm not sure, I'm not a Mama Dr. Jones, so if she can explain it better, please feel free to use my video for your video. I would love to learn more about that. But she was having a hard time to get to my cervix. It did require a bit more changing of my sitting position and reclining the chair, and it was a bit uncomfortable, and she was using different tools, and then she needed to change the tool to actually open up my vagina, I guess, because she couldn't see it properly. It was a bit uncomfortable, but I think that was because of my retroverted uterus. I think that's what I think that it is. I'm using a lot of word thing because I have no facts. This is just my opinion. After she checked the colposcopy, she wasn't very sure, and she said that she doesn't really see many changes, but she wanted to do biopsy in case there is something which she missed. She took a biopsy out of my cervix, which wasn't painful at all. Again, it was very uncomfortable, and I was counting every second, and I couldn't wait until she is finished and done because I was just very uncomfortable. I was stressed out and I was not relaxed at all. And as I was talking in a pap smear test video before, you should be really chilled out and relaxed all your muscles in way to make the whole procedure and whole examination a bit more bearable. But I was not able to do that in this examination. I was just too scared and too stressed out, so it was much more uncomfortable for me. After I finished the whole examination, they sent me back to the changing room where I was trying to take off that hospital gown, and I got stuck in it. I don't know how the hell did I manage to do that, but I wanted to cry inside. I was trying to get it off and I couldn't get it off, but then somehow I managed to do that. I don't know what the hell did I do. I think it was all the stress which I was going through, and I just wasn't able to take it off. Also, they did have some sanitary pads available in the changing room, but I took one with me beforehand because I was expecting that there might be some spotting or bleeding or something going on. I would recommend you to do the same if you are going to have your colposcopy done, because I'm not sure if this is the usual thing that they have a pads available or if this was just a special occasion. So in case, I would definitely go and be ready and have your pad with you. After I changed, the doctor just called me in and told me that my results will take 6 to 8 weeks, I think, and then we will see what will need to be done after that. And that was the information which I was given. Also, she said to me not to have sex for 1 week, and that was it. And I was a bit disappointed because I learned that they should have given me a bit more information, because there was more to it than not having sex for 1 week. First week was very interesting. You wouldn't want to have a sex anyway. I was having a weird spotting, like different colors, and she said that that will happen because of the iodine and the vinegar which they used, so that was fine. Also, I was having a bit of a cramping, but it wasn't as strong as a normal period cramps, but it was like mild period cramps. I'm not sure if this is normal with everybody, but this is what I experienced. I felt generally fine. I was supposed to get a period at the same week when I was having my colposcopy biopsy done, and I was a bit confused with my body because my body was giving me signs that my period is starting, but my period didn't start. At one point I thought it did, but it was actually just the spotting from the examination, and it was all confusing. The spotting stopped after a week, but my cramps were starting getting stronger and stronger and stronger for a whole week. It was the second week, because first week I was having spotting, then second week I was having cramps which were getting more and more and more intense, until I reached the point when I needed to take some pain relief because I couldn't bear the pain anymore and I couldn't function normally, and I couldn't work because I needed to take breaks and to breathe through my cramps, and it was really uncomfortable and I didn't like it. I was feeling really down and really unhappy because I didn't know what was going on with my body. I had a feeling that I was living in somebody else's body. I didn't recognize any of the signs or what my body was doing, how I was feeling. So I was feeling very depressed, and I did cry a little bit. And also then I started Googling what can be wrong with me, and I found out the information that you can actually develop the infections, and then you shouldn't be using any tampons or anything like that, or go swimming, which I had no idea I shouldn't do, but I didn't do it anyway. Also, I found information that about, I think when they have done the research, about 75% of women who go through colposcopy and a biopsy will experience the changes in their period, in like first period after the whole procedure was done, which nobody told me, nobody warned me, and I did experience the changes. My cramps were getting stronger, as I said, until I reached the point when I needed to take a painkillers. And that day, actually in the evening, my period finally started, and all the pressure and all the stress slowly went away, because I was going through hormonal changes, but also I was feeling really down because I didn't know what was going on and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should call somebody or if I should just carry on living my life, and I was worried and scared and stressed out. But eventually it all went away, and now I think I am 4 weeks out of the whole situation. I'm still waiting for my results. I still didn't receive my letter. I'm a bit scared and I don't know what to expect. I don't know what will happen, but also as the time passes, I'm feeling more and more positive, and I sort of agreed or taken to my heart that I might need to go under general anesthetic. I hope I won't, but I will go through it. I will survive it. I mean, people go through more serious stuff in their lives and they survive it, and they have different surgeries, and I will just have a very short general anesthetic if so. I hope this will be it for me. I will definitely update you in the future once I will have more information, but I just wanted to film this video because there isn't much about it online from people who went through it and who had some changes in their lives, and I didn't know what was going on with my body, and I didn't know if there was something wrong or what was I supposed to do. I think that would be quite nice for somebody who is waiting for the appointment to see that actually you can survive it, and it will change your life for a little bit, but then everything will go back to normal and you will be able to live and enjoy your life without constantly thinking about your cervix and what everything will go wrong and what everything can happen to you. I am still thinking about it sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, but not all day long since morning until the evening. So I'm getting back to more positive myself, and I am starting to enjoy my life again. And that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you like it. I will definitely update you on what will happen with me in the future once I'll receive my letter with the results, and once I know what other treatments will I require. I am hoping it will be all positive, and I am hoping it will be sorted out, and I will just carry on having my pap test or smear test done regularly as before, and I'm not going to take it for granted, and I really encourage you to go and do it yourself. If you do have some problems with it, if you do have some mental issues or physical issues, go and talk to the professionals, but try to have it done. Don't just let it go and don't take any action, because this can eventually save your life, and I think it's worth it. Also, I would definitely encourage you, if you do have a children, to vaccinate them for HPV virus, boys and girls, because you can save somebody else's life in the future potentially. So this is my message for you. I'm really sad that I actually missed the vaccination because I was too old for it when they discover it and develop it. So I miss that, but all the girls and boys which are small and teenagers now can go and be vaccinated, and I would definitely recommend it to you, just to save your child or yourself from going through the stressful time and going through all this testing and treating, which can be eventually avoided if you will be vaccinated, potentially, not 100%, but potentially. So this is my message for you, this is my video. Again, thank you for watching, thank you for staying with me. I will be uploading more videos. I'm uploading twice a week, one weekend vlog and one main video, so I'm looking forward to see you again. Don't forget to subscribe, as I mentioned, hit that like button, and I will see you next week. Bye.